Catch a Bad One. All right, we are back. For those of you guys that don't know, the song that we got as our opening is called Catch a Bad One by Dell, the funky Homo sapien. And Dell is related to who?
To Ice Cube.
That's Ice Cube's cousin, correct? That's
I know this for certain reasons that I will keep to myself.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, yeah, you were one of the groupies.
No groupie now.
Yeah, hey, you guys, check it out. Donovan Sadiq, this is Don't Believe the Hype. I'm with my co-host, local troublemaker, Demetra K. You're earning all the hate on the page. You're averaging you're averaging 5,000 over 7,000 people live Sundays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and she is with the man of the week,
the man of the life. What you talking about?
Al Jackson from Houston, Texas, in the house. So far, before we even get started, I just want to know, you got here Friday. I know you were tired, but you should have rested on the plane. You guys went to Taste of Soul. How was that?
Taste of Soul was good.
We didn't get a chance to taste anything.
Yeah, the lines were just kind of long. It was hot.
It smelled weed and smoke in
That's
there.
what I heard, too.
I mean, what are you going to... Is my dad... I like to look at the positive side of stuff a lot. And my dad loves going to Taste of Soul. He is with the Nation of Islam, and they do security for it. Mm-hmm. They've done it.
Your dad was in a suit. Man,
yes, it was hot.
I know. I was like, what's he doing in that suit?
But they wear suits. But so they've done it the 13 years that it's been in. And
no incidences in the 13 years?
No incidents.
Great.
But my dad likens the Taste of Soul to Black Heaven.
Okay.
Because there's so many black people there. And, so he loves the atmosphere. I must say that I do too. Those things are going to come, what you call the incidentals, are going to come with it.
Sure. I mean, so if
you'd be walking down the street and somebody smoking some weed.
Right. Well, I heard there was like a bunch of stars there, free concert, that they
there was.
Put that on there.
Yeah, there was a free concert.
But the only bad part about that is if you go in there for the celebrities, you don't know what time they're going to get on stage. It's 3 stages, so you have to keep constantly walking, being stuck in traffic.
Right. I heard that a lot of people were there. How was the parking?
Actually, we found a pretty good spot. I mean, you got to park a ways from. You got to
ask you. I would let you use my placard.
No, that was not going to matter that day.
They going to matter that day.
No, we got actually lucked up and got a pretty good parking spot, about a half a mile away from the place.
But some of the people that park, they're inconsiderate of the person that's behind them. They'll park so close to where if you want to get out, you're going to have to be there for a while until that car behind you leaves.
That's right. This is California. It's all about me, me.
We were fortunate we didn't have that happen to us.
Yes. So a lot of food there, a lot of fried food. I heard there's some vegan restaurants.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see any vegan restaurants.
Okay. The Taste of Soul, other than all the food, what else was there? Were there any businesses?
Oh, yeah, there was businesses. They have a lot of giveaways, AIDS testing. They had,
teeth cleaning, anything
all
like
that kind of stuff. So they had a lot of
dealing
things.
With politics, the police.
Right.
It was an incident to where if you're walking down on Crenshaw, all the food
vendors,
places, the vendors on the right, and all the locals, as far as like the community stuff is on the left.
Okay.
We got to a place where they were selling Kennel popcorn, and there was a situation. Okay. I was saying, man, I wish Donovan said, "What do you think Donovan would say?" The sister,
right?
Because I didn't even recognize it.
Okay.
Demetra told me. She said, "Al, did you see what this bitch done?"
I didn't say bitch now.
Okay, right.
Did you see that?
Did you see what this young lady has done?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a big bag that was $10 and the small bag that was $6.
Okay.
And so when I got up there, she was on her phone and she was telling me that. You see that, Al? Everyone's on their phone, Facebooking live, not even paying attention where they're walking. So when we get up there, the lady didn't even say, "Hi, welcome to the Kennel Corn."
Right. She's like, "Here, nigga."
No, she didn't even say that. She was, I think we asked how much it was. She told us, and then she kept going. And so he paid. And
I could have gave her $2. She wouldn't even know.
And I said, "Well, which one?" And then she goes,
"Oh, wow."
Yeah.
And so when we walked off, I pointed out to him. I said, because I was telling
I would have gone off.
Yeah, I said that's not customer service.
Yeah, I would have gone off.
I said the popcorn's probably good, but damn, because it's just like...
And that kills it because, instead of you saying, man, remember we went to that place and had that great kettle corn because of the customer service experience? You're like, oh, man, I just remember the kettle corn. It was great. But all you guys remember is the bad service.
I even noticed they had some Hispanic vendors there that was selling their juices and...
Of course! And at a black event?
And they had a lot of people there.
Yes!
But what did I say? No, actually, you pointed it out. What did you say when we were in line?
Let's go somewhere else to the black vendor.
I just felt that it was only, once he said it's only right that we, go give our money to black people. We were thirsty and we did. I ended up going to buy some lemonade from a black vendor. Yeah, no shade to the Hispanics, but you have to taste the song.
I heard one of the biggest chicken barbecue spots that was there was a Vietnamese business.
Yeah, there was a few actually other races there defending, which is fine. I don't think they discriminated, but I just feel like if you have to Taste the Soul, which is a black venue, you should probably be giving your money to black people.
Right.
But then to the flip side, you go to the popcorn and she's...
In Houston, Houston's a big city, not as big as LA, but close. It's getting up there. You guys have something similar to that?
Nothing.
So
we don't have nothing. We have a children's fest. If we go anywhere, something similar to that, it'll be like Mardi Gras. They don't. You got to go to Galveston, which doesn't compare to Louisiana, or people say Alabama has a Mardi Gras. It originated there. So no, we don't have nothing like that. You got to go outside of Houston.
And y'all got a black mayor.
And we have a black mayor.
Wow.
We don't have nothing that's going to pertain to to the African American community.
Sometimes I'm on YouTube. I try to look for shows that are similar to ours in Houston, like from a local perspective.
The Advice Show is in Houston.
Yeah. I know him, but I'm talking about just a regular show like from like somebody on the street. That isn't established.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have the MLK parade, but that's only in January.
Okay. Cool.
February.
But I will say this too before you get on. We went to a Mexican restaurant. I want to go back there so bad. It's so good. Near my house, but he wanted to try the El Pollo style chicken. It was Juan Pollo is what it was. So we walked in there.
Pollo. It's not as good, but
Hispanic ran. They didn't acknowledge us.
Of course not. Niggas give me some money.
Hey, how you doing? None of that. So we was like, okay, well, let's go check out the Mexican restaurant next door. The moment we walked in there, hey, how you doing? Good, welcome to whatever the hell we was at. The service was so superb. It was so superb to the point to where a couple came in.
Yeah, it was an older couple.
Tipped them $60, $20 a piece for
it makes a difference.
That's how great. And I told him, I said, see the difference?
And the meals weren't even that high.
Right.
I think the highest meal in that was $12.
Well, here in Moreno
Valley. So I would
imagine
imagine how much they spent that day.
Here in Moreno Valley, we approved another Mexican restaurant.
Well, all right.
So now we've got 90 that we've approved, and half of them have failed. All right, great going. So that's excellent. But what I want to do,
got Winco.
Yes, we got the Winco.
God bless you.
Yes, try those wings, brother. Them lemon wings got me. I'm hooked with the lemon wings now. And Belle likes that too, because that way she gets the bones. She's gonna get her thing. But this segment's called Politic 101, and what I mean by that is this. I recently had the honor of co-hosting the Demetra K Show while you guys were doing other things.
You did a damn
good
job.
Thank you very much. I was going to bury the show. I was going to say what a mean person you are. Look at her. This is what I said. Black women, look. She's supposed to be at her job. She's somewhere else.
Y'all was going to tune in. It was going to be a ding.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be flatline.
Right. You didn't show up for work. She didn't show up for work.
It happens.
It
happens.
I'm just saying, these women sometimes don't want to work because they with their man. They doing all, but you put in a lot of work. So
all the time.
So I'm going to give you that. So,
I did have some people inbox me like, yo, where's the show? Hiatus this week.
Right. And I didn't do the show until like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
That
do you think
evening.
she could have, done the show at the Taste of Soul?
No.
It was just too many people.
Yeah, it's just too many people, too many, it'll be too much backtrack. And then your Wi-Fi connection.
Right.
Would be a really big segment.
And then I don't want y'all to see people booty cheeks.
Booty cheeks. Only black folks. And I heard there was a lot of Morlocks there too as well.
I didn't see no Morlocks.
If that's what you call booty here in LA, stay where you are, folks.
Right. But Politic 101, and what I want to do is I want to recap from your perspective, because it was your show, because I got a lot of really positive things. People saying, you're
absolutely,
you were right on the money.
You absolutely were
with a lot of stuff that I was saying. And why is it that we do not keep money in our community? Because you say it all the time, who do we have to blame for all that? Because you had the Taste of Soul that just happened, and you just alluded to what I was talking about on the show Sunday about, okay, you've got these people. Now, when they're having the Asian Fest, I don't see no soul shops.
Asian ain't going to let you have none up there, and I guarantee you ain't going to be not one of them go over there to you because they understand group economics.
Okay, so group economics. 1.73, some people say 3.7, whatever.
1.3 trillion.
1.3 trillion dollars in the black community. Malcolm X said there was $20 billion back there. Now you convert $20 billion back in the 60s in today's money.
Right.
That's pretty much
a lot.
Close to what we have right now.
Right.
With that kind of money out, I could buy the presidency. Yeah. Economic power.
But we don't understand that. What are we buying though?
Nikes and
we're buying the stuff that depreciates the minute you buy it.
You get it.
Instead of, like you said, doing something like buying the presidency, which people don't. It sounds like a joke,
Economic
but
power,
we literally could buy the presidency.
Buy our representation.
Dr. Claude Anderson talks about it a lot. Malcolm X, all of them, everybody, they've all talked about. So when you hear people say, "Oh, well, we need a blueprint. Where's the plan?" Well, golly, what plan will you follow? You had all these people. Marcus Garvey was the originator of that. They had all these plans. What plan will you follow? They all have said the same thing. And Dr. Claude Anderson recently has said that black people, if we practice group economics, politics is one of the things we can buy into.
Right.
If we would pool our money together for first, as you said, too, have somebody that we would just pool all of our votes behind and we say, this is the person we're giving our votes to. That would matter in addition to pooling our money and say, well, we got buying power.
Right. But wouldn't it help if people get registered?
That too.
Yeah, it's all part of that because you're spending money in the community to not necessarily buy these people's votes, but to buy their attention to vote.
But how gangsta, yes, I said gangsta, would it be if black people had their own party, not the Democratic Party, not the Republican Party or anything else, had our own, but let's call it the Black Party. We had our own Black Party. Then the Republicans and the Democrats start to say, okay, we've lost
We're going to attack
completely.
it. Yeah, we're going to
attack it, or we've lost them. So what do we need to do to get them to vote for us?
We'll give them money and make sure that we control their agenda.
Well, how about start rewriting some of the Constitution, and some people took issue with Kanye. But let's amend the 13th Amendment because we know that it is really just slavery rewritten and that will put predominantly black people in prison. How about we change some of the things in the Constitution regarding black people? How about we change some of the laws that affect black people predominantly and sending us to prison at alarming rates more than anybody else? And, all those things, those are the type of things that we could buy with our political power.
Well, some people don't want to get involved because they feel like, well, it don't matter who could be in office, they're going to do what they want to do anyway.
Right, but a no vote is a vote for foolishness.
Exactly. A no vote is the vote for Donald Trump, per se.
Yeah, that's how they win.
Because black people, I don't care what nobody say, we are the deciding factor. We are only 13% of the population, but when black people vote, let's take Doug Jones in, Alabama, wherever he was.
Yeah, Alabama.
Where 98% of black women voted for him and 94% of black men. Damn it, that's all black people in Alabama who could voted for this man. So what did you vote for him to do for black people?
But it's more than just voting and then putting a sticker on your finger, taking a picture of it and putting it on Facebook saying I voted.
Right.
Absolutely, but that's what a lot of us do. In fact, I saw your girl.
Maxine?
No, Loria. The one that she put on something, vote all blue.
Yeah, which I have to disagree.
Why would we vote all blue? What does blue meaning Democrat? What has Democrats done for us?
Right, for 60 years, look at the condition we're in right now. We're in.
But to that point, a lot of people, black people, I'm voting blue. You said
based on
somebody
what?
Near and dear to you, I won't name who she is, said that I've always been told to vote Democrat.
Why? Democrat. I say.
But why?
Why?
Because she was taught that by her parents to always vote Democrat. And so
you know who you are. You know damn well who you are.
But we teach that to our kids. Vote Democrat. Why? I don't know, because mom and daddy voted Democrat.
Right. But I always say you need to vote your interests first.
Well, that's what black people need to do. We need to vote our better interests. What is going to serve us? Is it going to be a Republican, or is it going to be a Democrat, or is it going to be somebody who is neither?
Right. Let me ask you, let's get back to the black party. If we started this black party, would you be for letting white people join that party?
Absolutely. I mean, but see, this is the problem too. And Dr. Claude Anderson and Malcolm X and all, like I said, all of them always talk about the problem is when you let white people in,
they take over the party.
They do. It's just everywhere. No shade to white people.
Yeah, let's shade the white people.
But that's what they do. They just take it over. And then there's always going to be that black person in the organization. Well, they have some good ideas. I have to give you guys a perfect example. You guys are both football fanatics. The guy who took over the Players Coalition.
Oh, yeah, the Players Association, yeah.
Was his name Malcolm Jenkins? I read an article this morning that him and Eric Reed got into it where Eric Reed called him a sellout.
Right, because of Colin Kaepernick.
Because of Colin Kaepernick, and not only because of Colin Kaepernick, Malcolm Jenkins took the opportunity to take $90 million from the league to fund his venture. So it wasn't, he didn't care about black people per se. He cared about his own agenda. And so when you have NFL, who is predominantly white owned, giving you, a black person, $90 million. Not
predominantly white owned. It is 100% white owned.
Well, because they got the Indian dude. So that's why I said but
Indians think that they're white.
Correct. So. And so you gave these white people giving the black man the $90 million to help black people. Don't you think they're going to want some say so?
Of course.
And so that's a perfect example. So when you let white people in, you're going to let their money in. You have the Democratic Party who they say that George Soros is at the helm of it. George Soros being this big time billionaire who funds a lot of Democratic ventures. He is also supposed to have given Black Lives Matter $30 million. So what do you think Black Lives Matter is going to do? Are they going to do the will of black people, or are they going to do the will of a white man who gave them $30+ million? So that's the problem when you let white people in. You got to do their bidding. It's just like in politics. A lobbyist gives you tells you to do something. They give you a lot of money to do it.
I represent my donor, not my voter. Not my voter. My donor,
so should we let white people in? You tell me.
I say no, but that's just me.
Not to say they can't help.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Form a friend of the black party.
But you can't come in here calling shots. I mean, like the NAACP was started by what?
White people.
White people.
So,
what does the NAACP do now?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
They have the Image Awards every March.
Right.
I don't want to say they don't help black people because I think that's wrong. I think they do help black people.
Okay, let's talk locally. What has the NAACP locally done for black people in this community?
I wonder who helps people more, the Red Cross or NAACP?
Well, the Red Cross.
And the Red Cross too. They say they're nonprofit organizations, but their CEOs get $1 million paychecks a year. So who are they really helping?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, there's a lot of people, they start nonprofits to live off the nonprofit.
Oh, absolutely. So who are they really helping at the end of the day? So I don't want to say the NAACP doesn't do anything. I just think that their mission of National Advancement for Association for Colored People, it's not that anymore.
Yeah, it's
Listen
not
to them
that.
Talk. It's minorities. We got to have women's rights.
You got to help gays.
And so the acronyms don't reflect what they actually do anymore.
Right here in the local NAACP chapter, it took a lady, the president there, to die for her to give up the presidency. You know, and that's, I think, one of the biggest problems.
But that's no shade to her.
No, it's just,
she was a good lady.
Yeah, she had been there since the 60s.
But that's, to your point, speaks to a lot of things, not even just in the black community. You see that in Congress. You got people who are damn near on life support, probably rocking colostrophy bags. We just don't see them. But they're not going to give up they're not going to give up the ghost to nobody.
But shouldn't they relinquish their seat after a while?
Well, that's why we should have term limits. But if the person's doing a good job for your interest, why should we have term limits on somebody who's bringing home the bacon to your constituent?
Which is what you're supposed to do. And I don't think people would have a problem with that. But if you have it to your favorite person in the world, Maxine Waters, who
$60 million.
She's $60 million in, and she started on the seat. What are they making? $60,000.
The average congressman makes about $120,000 a year.
But now she's worth $60 million. Who was
and has been a public servant. That's all she's been.
Who has truly been enriched by her term serving, her or her constituents?
Right, and she is in charge of one of the worst districts in Congress.
And that's a fact. That's not hate. That's just a fact.
And then her community is being gentrified. So
every day, as a lot of communities. But
I saw she got an award on the Black Girl Rock.
Yeah, of course.
You know why she got an award?
No.
I take my time.
I'm reclaiming my time. And we've dubbed her Auntie Maxine because, Auntie Maxine don't play. Yeah. She don't take no mess. No, okay, that's fine. You got all the, the antics and all that going on. But what are you actually doing with all that?
Right.
You started a firestorm telling people for low key. Her words were harass Trump supporters, which I take issue with it here or there, whatever.
You mean supporters in Congress, not like everyday supporters?
Yeah, but people ran away with it. She's telling people to attack people. Well, she didn't. She did say harass when you see them. But it's like, okay, so you started a fire, but we ain't heard shit else about it since.
Exactly.
That kind of reminds me. I saw an episode. It was a politics episode on Good Times to where Fred Davis run against Jimmy Pearson.
Yes.
So Jimmy didn't win. So he was wondering how come I didn't win. So James told him,
"You didn't get down, brother.
You didn't get down. You were talking
at
us, but you weren't talking to the people. You're better educated, and you got more
flashiness and
than Davis, but you just couldn't reach the people.
You couldn't reach the people, right? Exactly.
So does that matter?" Even though he was a Democrat and Fred Davis was a Republican.
Well, because I think a lot of times, and you guys can argue with this if you want, a lot of times people just assume that black people are stupid. And just to kind of play devil's advocate a little bit, you got to kind of say, well, are we? That we voted for a party overwhelmingly for the last 60 plus years that has not helped us move the needle in regards to anything black people need, or even some of the stuff we want to have not helped us move the needle. So to some degree, we got to be stupid. But to your point, he thought, black people, which we do, we love the flash and the glitz and stuff. But there are a lot of black people like, yo, what are you saying with that flash and the glitz? Are you going to actually, the fancy shoes you got on gonna help us do something?
Right. I talked on Sunday about how black women are the fastest growing number of people going into the prison population. Now, do you think that is a coincidence, or was that by design? With black women being the head of households now, you've already destroyed the black family from the 70s by taking the father out. Now, it seems to me, take the woman out and make the kids ward of the state.
Well, you guys are military. What do they say about cutting off the head?
When you cut off the head, the tail dies. The rest of the body dies.
Who in metaphorically speaking, is the tail?
The woman?
The woman, right. So the man is supposed to be the head. You get rid of him. Now we got to attack the women, because what are the women supposed to be doing?
Raising the families. And taking the spot of the man.
Right. And so now that we've gotten...
what happened to our Sounder, Cicely Tyson women? That'll keep the farm going while the brother's in jail.
You know what? We ain't talking about being no sharecroppers. Okay,
but I'm just saying.
Sounder
remember that movie though?
I remember.
She went and did what she had to do. She held it down.
Right, but so you get rid of the man, which was society has almost been able to do. Get rid of the black man. Now you have the black woman, but see, now we've taught the black woman to be less than. We talk under her clothes. She's a ratchet per se, not my words, but society. She's a ratchet. The most desirable women you see are on TV, and they're on Atlanta Housewives. They're on Scandal. They're on
Empire.
All those things. You see Cookie slapping her ass in a negligee on primetime television. So those are the black women. But then in real life, you have black women who are like, well, shit, I'm trying to be like Cookie, but you can't do that because you're on public aid. And so then you might go out and commit some crimes. You might be riding with the dope boy who's selling you these pipe dreams. And the dope boy, you guys who read The Coldest Winter Ever, is one of the best books you ever read. The dope boy will leave you holding the bag and to your favorite show For My Man. You see all these black women getting left holding the bag, and they go to prison. And so it's levels to this. Okay. It's not that, the sister was walking down the street with her kids and she got picked up. No, it's a lot. Obviously, we know black people are going to jail disproportionately for things a white woman wouldn't even dare look at going to jail. But there's a lot of levels to this, and only us are going to be able to fix that.
Right. Now, in California, I don't know what's going on in Texas. Texas is very conservative, so I don't think it's ever going to happen. We legalized marijuana. Now, I'm for medical marijuana because I think it helps those people that need it. But to bring drugs into a community without a strong police force, because you're going to have a lot of invasions and robberies and stuff like that. But okay, we are already having a problem with drugs and stuff here in California, alcoholism and stuff within our community. Now you're going to bring drugs here. You legalize marijuana. Now,
I don't think it's going to help anyone.
No. But now, there's no rate. We haven't even got a rate for impairment by marijuana. We haven't even got that. It hasn't even been discussed yet. Do you think that that's another trap to put us incarcerated? Because now you have the legal ones. Now, I go to the legal one. His overhead is 30% of security. So I want a dime bag, what they call a dime bag. I go to him, the legal dispensary, but he's got to charge me $60 for the dime bag because of his high overhead and plus the taxes and everything he's got to pay. He's got to recoup that. He's a businessman.
Right.
But Ray and Pookie around the corner is selling that dime bag
for $10.
Yeah.
Don't you think there's going to be a problem? So I'm going to go over and buy this. It's going to bring more people, into the city from the other areas.
You don't want to know my opinion?
Yeah,
I
sell
don't
it
think,
cheaper.
Listen. People been buying weed since weed been around, okay?
Absolutely. And
because white folks, because let's not get the game ever effed up, okay? These legalized weed dispensaries and stuff, this ain't got nothing to do with Ray and Pookie. This got everything to do with white people. Because,
of course it does.
And I can't remember the senators. I think it was, I can't remember the name. But they're talking about, legalizing.
Yeah.
Like, because now you're going to go invest in it.
Yeah.
The legalization of weed is a white man's game.
Right, but what I'm saying is...
So what about when it's in brownies?
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is we understand all that aspect. I'm talking about at a local level. If you don't have a strong police force, I think it's another way to incarcerate us.
Absolutely.
At a bigger rate. Because now, Al's smoking it for recreational purposes, right? Then he gets in his car. Guess what? There's no limit. I deem you impaired.
Well...
But I thought you can only have so much in your car before you get arrested.
You can, but how do I know you're impaired? I'm a cop. I just saw you swerving here and there.
Well,
and there.
I think there's levels to it. So we legalize marijuana, but you know that it costs sometimes depending on where you live, $26,000 just to apply. That doesn't guarantee you're going to get it. So most people aren't going to have that type of money.
Right.
Most people are going to have
open a business.
Right. We know who's going to have that money, and so then Ray and Pookie,
come in because
Ray and Pookie ain't going nowhere.
No, exactly. No. But what I'm saying is, when you're in a community like ours, which is the Inland Empire, is mostly warehouses.
Right.
These people are making $9 an hour. So I'm not going to the Chase Bank to open an account. I'm going to the credit union where it's a little cheaper and I can kind of get my money. So yeah, you're right. I'm going to go to Ray and Pookie. But however, that's going to attract more gangs, more money, and then what's next? The prostitution. And all that other stuff.
So they shouldn't legalize it.
No. I'm saying it should be legalized for medical purposes.
I honestly, this is just my opinion.
I don't think people should be driving with it in the car.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't even figured that out yet.
This is my opinion. I don't think them legalizing weed is going to make anything worse because, to your point, nobody's going to pay $60 damn for no dime bag. So the Ray and Pookies aren't going to get...
The crackheads will.
They know where to get it.
Right.
The legalization of weed clinics, in my opinion, is not going to change that. More Ray and Pookies aren't going to...
right, but what I'm saying is, with having Ray and Pookie around the corner, I have no issue with Ray and Pookie. What I'm saying is, I think this is a trap because they don't think it out. If there is no rating, like right now, if the blood alcohol...
I get what you're saying.
In California, is 0.08%. Let's say whatever it is, right? You're impaired.
So how high is high?
Right. So now you're riding. Yeah, you got a little bit here. This is California. I'm a crooked cop, as most of them are.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you're impaired. I deem you impaired. That's it.
Well, why don't you just use some common sense? Because the onus is on you. If you smoking weed and you driving, that's your fault. You ain't supposed to be smoking weed and driving. So if you putting yourself in a position to where a crooked cop is going to be able to come up on you and say you're impaired, you're right. I'm not supposed to be smoking weed and driving no damn way.
And this is
but they know people are going to abuse it even if it is
well, then whose fault is that really though?
And that's what I'm saying. We're falling into another trap because you know us, everything's excessive. Everything's excessive with us. Everything. And there's going to be somebody that's going to jump in the car.
Well, then listen.
And get a case.
You get in a case because you jumping in the car, whether you drinking or you high, that is on you. Who's supposed to be more responsible for you than you?
Right. That's true.
So, I mean, no matter how many, they can have a crack clinic. And if you're smoking crack legally and you're driving, that's on you.
Okay.
So use wisdom.
Right. So I'm driving. I have a little bit of weed. I'm the policeman and I have my kids in there and we're going to daycare and, I deem that there's too much. It's a little over the limit of what you're supposed to have because you're not supposed to have weed in your car, technically.
You deem that, write me the citation and we'll go to court with the evidence I have. Okay. So, But we also know that in your case that you just described, that makes the police officer the judge, jury, and executioner. That's not their job.
But some may say, well, hey, I know you're smoking weed, just be careful.
If I was white.
Right. So there you have it. And so with black people in the American society, which we know that the laws were never made for us anyway, we got to be more careful. I hate to say it, but we don't live by the set of rules that they live by. And
that's one of the points I want to get out when I was talking to you on your show. Mm-hmm. We have to deal with the reality that we deal in. Yeah, everybody's all excited. Ray, Pookie, all excited about the drugs. But is this a setup to put more of us incarcerated in the prison population?
I mean, it could be.
What if it wasn't a setup? What if they figure, well, we don't have to set them up. They're going to abuse it anyway. So we're just, when they get busted, we'll catch them.
Right. Well,
we'll deal with it then.
But statistically speaking, who abuses drugs and drug infractions more is white people.
White folks, right?
But that's the narrative that's sold to everybody. Just like, okay, because I explained this to Deanna and Al the other day. I believe you'll know. Why did they outlaw cocaine?
Oh, because it was making black men crazy enough to get with the white woman and just drive them sexual drive out the window.
Right.
Outlaw weed.
But that don't have nothing to do with black people. Hell, Sigmund Freud, who was the father of psychology, was getting high on cocaine.
Yeah, he was.
It was legal to do back then, but when they found out it's because it's a lie. They deemed there were black men and the Chinamen smoking opioid and all that kind of stuff.
Our sexual drive
is going to go up when it comes to white women. That's why they outlawed cocaine and drugs like it. And so, to your point, it's a stereotype that black people abuse drugs more.
So let me ask you guys this. You got both are parents. Would you be for your daughters using marijuana, the legal marijuana, recreational?
No. Because I hate the way it smells.
Yeah, so do I. It smells like shit. But anyway.
When we was at the Taste of Soul, we were leaving, and when we got towards the end of the last concert stage, I could smell the weed, and it can damn near give you a headache.
Right. And here's another thing we got to think about. We have a lot of mental illness in the black community already. Mm-hmm. Like you've said many times, you don't know what Ray and Pookie are cutting that weed with in the garage.
That's why I understand people are stupid.
I have a friend, this girl was fine in school. She hit the pipe one time. Well, it wasn't a pipe, but the weed one time.
The bong.
Fried. Yeah. It was never the same. So
these people ain't scientists. They up in their mama basement cutting up some weed and mixing it with some other stuff, and you just putting it in your body. And then things like that. Like I said, I'm not a drinker. I'm a social drinker. But I'm not a drinker. So like I said, you guys come over, you never see any alcohol in my house. I'm like you. Every once in a while, socially,
a wine or something, or a beer or something like that every now and then. But
if it ain't water, tea, or soda, juice, I don't want.
Like me, I'm a big Kool-Aid fan. But that's what I fear in the politics, that we're being set up for a failure while people are making more money off of us.
Well, eventually we got to wake up and say, okay, what is it that we need to do to improve it? And it's not,
let's face it, we're not getting into the ownership side of it because of the rules and the money that they want up front.
Boy, yes.
That's almost like dealing with cancer. We ain't going to find no cure for it because we know people this is a moneymaker for us.
Exactly.
Well, why don't we try to invest in things that we can really use? Like, we don't need no more weed in our community. Exactly. And to your point, would I want my daughter to smoke weed? Well, you guys know my daughter's almost 26. So she can do what she wants. But I feel like I have taught her you don't need those things.
Well, I didn't want to say this. You remember that reporter that was up in Alaska and she was doing an investigative story on the weed thing? It was her. It was her.
She happens to be
the owner. Yeah, the person. Deanna is running a big cartel up in San Francisco.
She better be sending mama some money. I'm just playing. But no, I mean, I think that weed, I know weed robs you of your ambition. I've never smoked weed.
Yeah, I never did.
But I know people who do. And it just robs you of your ambition. It's like, gosh, you just don't want to
do anything. Yeah, you're just done.
If you're at work and you get your days off, you go home and you smoke the weed, you come back, it's still in your system.
It's still in your system. You could be fired.
It's still in your system. But it happened when you're off work.
It's still in your system. If they give you a random drug test that day, you're done.
So why don't employees just say, okay, let's just do away with the urinalysis and just go with the hair follicle? And then we can eliminate people doing drugs right away and make a statement.
Well, people going to do drugs.
They're going to do it.
Just like at work, you can't be drunk on the job.
Right.
but you can drink outside of the job. Mm-hmm. What is it? You got to be stop drinking 6 hours before you show up to work or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I think eventually jobs or employers or whatever, they're going to have to acclimate to the laws. Yeah. You know, it's legal for me to smoke weed, but I'm not high here. Yeah, it's in my system because I smoke it, but I'm not high. So I think somewhere they're going to have to adjust.
Well, and I think it's also the jobs too, because a lot of jobs remember, it's still illegal federally.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's where the employers get away with it then, by still being able to drug test you.
Yeah, it's still illegal federally. Okay. But the thing is, a lot of these big companies, they don't want to lose their government contract, so they're going to conform to what the federal government says.
So that's where the drug testing comes in.
And you remember, Al, back in the day, you're in the service, end of the week or in the middle of the week, you have a keg party. You can have a beer at lunch and just, you're good to go. But now they've gone away with that because they found that there's a lot of problems with that. With the weed, there's a lot of problems.
I had it was a friend of mine in the barbershop. He said when him and his wife flew out, and you can't bring on any kind of liquids. Right. Any kind of cologne has to be in a bag, so many ounces. He said the lotion that he had on his hand scanned.
Yeah, and it alarmed it.
I don't understand that.
Some of the ingredients that
maybe there's some opium or something in there.
Or they were trying to be a mule and pass it in there and just burn it up, and then you get the stuff out.
He was nervous as hell. Wait, I ain't Okay, I wasn't cutting no drugs. Lotion? I got here. Yeah. Because some lotions might have poppy, which is a form of opium and all that.
I actually went through the airport one time, and I was coming from work, when I was in the military, and I had a nitrate, I guess, because some of the stuff that you use in the military on the airplanes, this kind of thing, and I tested positive for a bomb.
They thought you were going to blow some shit up.
I tested positive for a bomb.
Bend over, spread them.
Yeah, no, they took me in the back room, did all that stuff, and they're like, and I said, well, they go, you're testing positive. I said, well, I'm in the military. They go, oh, what do you do? And I said, and they kind of cleared me. But, anything combination of...
Now your ass is on the no-fly list.
I am.
They got you on the watch list.
Yes.
Go through.
So you have any kind of like plate in your skin?
No,
would that come up?
No, I didn't have any of that stuff. But it's just, stuff that...
Yeah, I'm probably sure will come up.
Yeah, so that's what I think that's going on with us. But talking about group economics, we are the only group that will let another group come into our community, set up shop, like you said, the Taste of Soul. What were they doing there?
Well, selling juice and corn.
Vendors.
They're going to make that money.
Yeah, when you become a vendor, you pay a fee to become a vendor. So I'm sure that's what that's about because those events need sponsorship.
But doesn't that tell you something about us? $1.3 trillion in our community. There goes Lucky. What's her name? Low.
The Cracky Low.
Now out there in Houston, we do have the Texas Renaissance Festival. Okay. And I don't know too many black people that go to that.
Well, I don't think that's something that we kind of really participate in.
Right. Well, I know
all that jousting and men on horses
I did hear Houston had some of the best. What do you call that? When they're barbecuing in the parking lot before the Texan game.
Oh, tailgating.
The tailgating parties. Yeah. Ever. You guys are down there. Y'all got all the ribs.
Yeah, but they had to relegate that a few years because when the Cowboys came, getting high and drunk, and they had to change all the policies for that. You got to have a ticket to get on the parking lot
thing, and then your grill has to be so much propane.
Yeah, it's like this is Whataburger.
They got one across the street.
Yeah, wait. And speaking of Whataburger, I was stationed down at Shepherd Air Force Base, Lackland, San Antonio. Whataburgers are all over Texas. That burger's crap.
Damn.
I don't know what the hype is about Whataburger. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's like people say In-N-Out about our burgers when they go back there. Oh, that sucks, Yeah.
Would you have said that? You like the In-N-Out burger.
I like the In-N-Out.
I ordered Whataburger.
The portions ain't big enough.
Yeah, I ordered Whataburger. There wasn't even no tomatoes in there.
Yeah, sometimes
it's just meat.
Yeah,
ketchup and
what makes it good is the meat. The meat is seasoned.
Okay, yeah, okay,
that's what makes it good. It's the meat, and then the buns will look bigger.
Yeah, but there's nothing in between it. Other than that, that's all you got.
Yeah,
I'm like, where's the lettuce?
It would suck.
You got to get you a double.
Yeah, where's the
breakfast is all right. The chicken strips are too hard. For as long as I can remember, they've always had problem with fries.
Oh, that's the same as the In-N-Out burger. Remember when they were doing the home fries? They kind of got a little bit better, but it comes to their fries.
Y'all making me hungry.
Yeah.
Well, after we get done there, we're going to go get some.
And a lot of people don't understand the difference between a shake and a malt. The malt has more milk. That's what you want. So when you go to McDonald's and you ask for a shake,
right,
you're going to be sucking through that straw for a long time. Get the malt, and it'll come out a little more sweet.
See, learn something new every day.
There you go. But, you've been coming between here and California and Texas, California and Texas. Now, you guys are setting up shop, whatever. Would you raise and have your daughters come out here to live?
I love it out here. The weather is perfect.
It's perfect. But what?
The only thing that I don't like about California,
because a lot of us are trying to get out of here,
that I don't like. I ain't worried about the gas or anything. Right. That's just part of the
what you're paying for.
Yeah, but it's all traffic.
The traffic.
The traffic is bullshit.
Right.
I don't know about how y'all's politics are, but it's just the traffic. Now, I would love for my daughters to come out here and live permanently.
So you got someplace to visit.
There's so much to do.
Right.
Y'all got everything. Yeah. Y'all got everything here. Like all these amusement parks, Magic Mountain, Universal, Knott's.
Right.
Hollywood.
Right. And being a veteran, we support better. You can go there practically free to all these events.
I mean, and the attitudes out here, I don't know. Y'all are residents from California. But I ain't met one rude person out here yet.
You haven't lived here long enough.
You ain't been away for at the right time.
Yeah. So,
California has its issues, but like you said, people are just leaving because it's just so it's high and ridiculous. You said gas is where in Texas? How much is it?
When I left Donovan, it was $2.45.
Yeah, we had average for some $4 some damn way.
On the corner over here.
Yeah, $3.63.
Yeah, $3.63.
Like, damn.
And that's cheap.
That's cheap.
But that's because we have all the additives and we're environmentally friendly. You can go down to Texas and burn that damn place down and even worry about the toxic fumes from the paint.
I mean, don't talk about housing. Housing is ridiculous. They said the median price of a home in here is what?
300.
I think it's more than that.
It's like 420. It's like 420.
But I don't like it. The few times,
and you got no yard.
No yard.
Since me and Dee have been dating since 16, I've only seen rain once.
And that's all you're ever going to see.
It came right before you got here. Yeah.
No, actually, the first year that I came out here, it rained that night.
Right.
It was on a Sunday.
And we don't even consider that rain because it wasn't sustained.
Right. It didn't make no puddles or nothing.
Right. If it doesn't sustain, it just soaked.
Right. Your water bill's still high as hell.
Yeah.
But everything what you see on TV, what you hear on the radio, it's all what it's cracked up to be.
Right. Have you guys been to Newport?
No, we went to Venice Beach.
Venice Beach. Yeah. So the beaches are not, we got all that. It's all good, but people are trying to escape here. I mean, they're
go to the beach on Friday because I don't have anything to do on Friday.
I mean, I love it out here. I could hit that Mega Millions and that Powerball.
Right.
This is a place you want to live.
Right. Well, that's what I tell people. You're actually paying for the lifestyle to live here.
Yeah, you got to have the money to sustain because a lot of people, what they're not telling you on the news is. A lot of people are working 2 and 3 jobs to sustain.
Because there are no full-time jobs here.
Yeah.
We're a services state now.
Right. You see people there. I would love to be able to go dinner with you, but I got to go to my second job and all that.
And I love the authenticity here. Yeah. I love it out there. I hate to say it, and I've said it before. We're more of a Bible Belt state.
Yeah, very conservative. Very conservative.
You don't hear. It's a lot of culture out here. A lot of folks don't like it, but I love San Bernardino.
I love San Bernardino's making a comeback. I mean, once they ran all the Negroes out of there,
but that's why he likes it because of the culture, because of the people you actually.
It's old.
Yeah, but I think what you're saying too is because you're from the Bible Belt. Everybody's these Christians. Yeah, they have all these values.
Right, and they do. I mean, but San Bernardino's old. The way it's designed, some of the architecture, it's kind of, it's unique.
I mean, where your brother lives, you don't see that on what he has on top of his house. I don't know what the hell that is. That brown shit. It look like little logs, but it's curved. What is
the shingles.
The shingles, yeah.
You don't see that on people's houses out there.
Yeah, that's a particularly Western thing. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. And like I said, you guys check out Demetra K on Sundays at 3 p.m.
I'll be back
this
Sunday.
You will be back this Sunday. Yes, I will be back. And like I said, check out the last show. And
yes, please.
it was really deep, and I kind of really want to expound on that next week if we get a chance to do that as well.
You know what? Do your thing.
Yes, I'm gonna do that on my show.
Do your thing. You absolutely.
So and I'll be talking about the Morlocks and the weed heads and all that other stuff.
And quit lying people on what you're going to do if you hit that lotto. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna take care of these people. You ain't going nowhere.
Right? Exactly.
Quit lying.
So Al, real quick, when are you leaving?
Unfortunately, Sunday.
So you're putting in some good time. So when are you going back down there?
Probably January, February.
All right, everybody. For the record, D is signed to me. He still got to buy me out my contract.
You ain't got to worry about her missing any more shows until then.
All right.